Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Life of a Network Engineer. We are running a book review series. In this series, we have already seen a book which is called Aram. So that book was in Tamil. So I have reviewed that book in Tamil. The book what we are going to see in this episode is Eating in the Age of Dieting, which is written by Rujuta Diwekar. I felt that as this is an English book, it's better to review in English so that it reaches a wider audience. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. So let's skip to the video now. So this book gives an overview of what food is and how people need to look into food. I feel that only human beings have this confusion of what food to eat. I feel that all other animals or all other living beings in this planet know what they want to eat and what is their food. Only human beings have this confusion of which is the best food for us and what food to eat to be healthy. I think this book gives a clarity on that perspective and also how to concentrate on your health. This book has four sections. The first section is food is a blessing. In this section, we get to know how food is a blessing because it gives us good health and also what is health beyond weight loss. In the modern age, a lot of people are trying to maintain a diet plan and also to maintain their weight. They are cutting down their food and trying all sorts of stuff, right? This first section gives us a hint of why food is a blessing and how to look into it. In the second section, we are looking into food is local, seasonal and traditional. What is food is local? So first of all, local food is where a food is grown in your locality or in your area, and it is said in the yogic culture that a person who eats local food from his surroundings is always healthy. And let's come to seasonal food. So seasonal food is also considered very healthy. The reason is because when a food is grown in nature, it is part of the climate. When a climatic changes occurs, that fruit or that plant starts producing its own seedlings. So that is called as food, right? When a human being or any animal for a matter of fact has that food, he is part of the climate change and part of the season, so he stays healthy. And the last thing what the author tries to say is traditional. So what is traditional? A traditional food is something which has been had for two generations or three generations. They find what is missing in that food or what can be tweaked and they come up with an ingredient, right? So there are multiple ingredients which come in and go out of a recipe of a traditional food, so that is derived from their own experience. It's always better to have a traditional food than to have a food which is considered healthy. Reason is because that traditional food has been part of your food chain for many generations, and so your body has already got adapted to those kind of food. When you bring in a new kind of food, your body finds that food as a new source of energy and takes some time to adapt to that food, and you might get a health condition out of it. And the third section is food is a medicine. Now we are looking into why food is a medicine. As the author has stated before, food is a medicine because it gives us nutrients, at the same time it builds our immunity, so it helps us to fight diseases, right? If you are getting a disease or let's say a fever or something, there are some foods which you need to avoid. At the same time, there are some foods which you need to take so as to fight the disease out of your body. So in these perspectives, we can see that food is a medicine. And the last section covers is food is for everyone. The nature provides food for everyone, not just human beings, and we try to over exploit it. In this section, author says that how to think as food is for everyone, so that you don't think what is high protein rich, what is fat rich, what is carbohydrates rich food. Instead, you think that is this food for me, right? So when it is grown in your locality or at least in your country, you feel that that food is for you, and you don't just go and buy a food which is very healthy and nutritious, which is not grown in your country, so that you might be taking some other's food. Author talks in that way in this section. And finally, an overview of this book, this author says how food has to be looked into. In general, the food shouldn't be looked into a perspective of proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals. Instead, it should be taken as a wholesome as food, and also it should be passed on to the next generation so that the kids' health and also the women's health who are producing new children are preserved. This was a very interesting book and it gave me a new perspective of eating. I feel that it's a bit repetitive, but it's worth the read from the beginning till the end. If you are interested in this topic, please go ahead and read this book. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy learning.